Hi there guys, it's me Super Dude here back with another video, and it's 2024, that means stuff is now uncopyrighted, like Mickey Mouse and stuff, but that's not what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about 2023 in the movies. And now I haven't seen all the movies, a lot of movies that I didn't want to see, I didn't get to see, so just talking about them really quick, and some of the movies that I didn't want to see, I didn't see, okay? So, there's a horror movie that came out. I don't know if you heard of it. It was called The Blackening. It seemed pretty good. It was like a horror comedy, I think. I never got to watch it, though, because all this stuff happened. I also never watched Wonka. I've never really been interested in the Willy Wonka movies. And, so I never watched that. Thanksgiving, when the movie came out, I live in Canada, so, it wasn't even Thanksgiving. Blue Beetle, I just never had the time for. Same thing with Expendables 4, even though I was really excited for that. And Talk to Me, same thing. Dumb Money, same thing. The Marvels just didn't get that, especially because the first movie was really bad. Rebel Moon, never watched it because, same reasons. 65, same reasons. And Godzilla, because it was in Japanese. And Barbie, I never even wanted to watch, and I watched Ben Shapiro's review on it a couple times, so I'm not watching it. Anyway, so talking about the good. Also, this is in the top 10 list for each movie, for each bad and good movies, because there's 8 bad movies this year, and there's a ton of good movies. So I'm just going to do this. So some of the good movies I never made on the list is Family Plan with Mark Wahlberg. That was pretty good. Elemental was pretty good. Justice League Warworld was pretty good. Transformers: Rise of the Beast was also good. Creed 3 was good. Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbird and Snake was also pretty good. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny was good. Family Search was pretty good. Renfield was also pretty good. Legion of Superheroes was also pretty good. And Plane was pretty good. Those are just some of them. I probably forgot a bunch of movies that I did watch. But anyways, I'm talking about, okay, so first let's do bad movies. So the 8th worst movie this year, because there's only 8, is Cocaine Bear. It's an interesting premise. A bear gets into a stash of cocaine, he does a bunch of it, and then he goes crazy, right? But I feel like we could have executed it well without having 1,000 different subplots. There's a whole mob subplot, the Cocaine Bear's an anti-hero at the end. And there's a mob plus of he wasn't even it wasn't even the main villain. There's a punk subplot. It was such a weird movie. It was so unnecessary, and stick with your main story, which is a kid. I know there is cocaine there, which could do it, and still, so it's which could be the plot, but why do you have 1,000 different plots? Why can't you just make the kids the main story and just say that it was just a mob boss or mob boss, whatever? It's just so bad. It was really bad. And next one is Ant-Man, Quantumania. I like most of the Marvel movies. I don't like this one. I don't like Captain Marvel. I don't like Iron Man 3, Winter Soldier, or Dark World was okay, but still, I just don't like some Marvel movies and stuff. And the first Doctor Strange is pretty bad too, but Ant-Man 3, it's really bad. It's so boring. Jonathan Majors as King is so bad in the movie. Everybody prays Jonathan Majors as King is so great. No, he was much better in Creed 3. Also, I do think that Jonathan Majors is innocent. Yeah, sure. He never even got charged with he got charged with harassment, right? It wasn't even the charges he was accused of. Now he's fired from Marvel and his career is ruined. So bad what happened. But yeah, and he gets defeated by ants and gets killed by a fist fight with Ant-Man. With normal Ant-Man. How is this guy supposed to be threatening? Then next one is The Flash. So bad. Even excluding the Ezra Miller drama, it sucks so bad. It's like even with like the CGI little babies at the start, and him running like the Nicolas Cage cameo is really cool on paper, but then they said let's CG him. Like no, he looks plastic. Like also like a lot of the cameos were just so disrespectful. Like if they had Christopher Reeve's family's consent, whatever. But like the guy who played Superman killed himself. It's largely believed that it was because of the role he took as Superman and how bad it was that they had the cameo from the black and white thing. And like he has not even any family members to sign on to this, so it's bad. Like do something else. Like and then um and then next on my list is Oppenheimer. This one was so boring. I was excited for this. Like I know Barbie's probably worse, but like it seemed good. I'm not even that much of a Christopher Nolan fan, but like everybody said how good it was and stuff. And then like it's sometimes I take itself so seriously. Like the scene where Mrs. Pitcher's Oppenheimer naked, like I laughed my ass off of that because it was so stupid. So yeah, and Oppenheimer is so overrated. It's so weird. Like also Oppenheimer is largely believed to be a communist, and he almost like it's so weird. Like I never even finished it, which is something that I did with two movies on this list. So, and next one is Saw X. Okay, so first I need to go into detail about the Saw movie. So first one, it's actually really good. It's psychological horror. Like, would you do this? Right? Would you cut off your foot to save your life? And, like, it's really good. And the twist and everything, it's so great. It's such a great movie. Then the second one just turns it into a dumb fun movie. It's like, I'm fine with it, but like, why are we going down this path for this amazing franchise? And like, then Saw 3 is just so boring. Like, it's not even that dumb fun. And then Saw 4 sticks with it, like fine, whatever, it's at this point. And then Saw 5, Saw 6 stick with it. But then Saw 7 is actually really good because it actually has a main story. People hate it so much, and it's actually I really like Saw 7. And then even better is Jigsaw, which also people hate on, even though that's like just as like as like not as good as the other ones, but yeah, because it's the main story, and which also people hate on, and then people also hate on Spiral, and like that's even better than Jigsaw and Saw 7. So like for those three movies, they tried to do what the original one did, and then they didn't do it. So yeah, it sucked so bad. But then when they make Saw X, it's just boring. It doesn't have the story like the other ones, because like the other ones doesn't have as much like dumb funness as the other one, but it has this main story. This one doesn't really have the story. It's just stupid and boring and long and stupid. And like they almost pick like John Kramer as like a godlike figure. Like no, he kills people. He's not a good guy. I don't care what you say. I don't care if he was like abused. Yeah, like that sucks. I guess whatever. I don't. But still, he still kills a bunch of people. So like, whatever. Like why do people think him as a good guy? That movie sucks. And then number 3 is Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. I was excited for this movie. They literally hyped it up to be like a normal MCU movie, like Shang-Chi, like really good MCU movies. And then it was just so boring and bad. Like it's just like the humor isn't funny. It's just boring. The humor isn't at all funny. And so like I didn't even finish this movie because it was so boring. And I hate it so much. Like this movie sucks so bad. The movie's actually like the reason there's only 8 is because like it's actually just it needs to be bad movies for it to get on this list. Right? So yeah. So that movie sucked so bad and yeah, whatever. Next one is Winnie the Pooh. Blood and Honey. Like Winnie the Pooh is a slasher film. I thought this was gonna be dumb fun. Because like I like dumb fun. Like Willy's Wonderland, dumb fun. Great movie. Like it doesn't have to be dumb fun to be good. Like I said, like like I said at the song, it's just because the first one was so good. It's like if, I don't know, in FNAF 2 was just done fun. That wouldn't be good. That would just be bad. So yeah, but this movie, so I was looking forward to thinking it's gonna be done fun. I love those kind of movies. And then it's just so boring and bad. Like, why can't we have Christopher Robin as the lead? Like, Christopher Robin's the character. Have him go out in the 100 Acres Wood trying to find his old friends. With a couple of his friends and stuff, they get killed off one by one by one. That's a fun slasher movie with Winnie the Pooh. And it actually uses the lore of Winnie the Pooh with Christopher Robin. And yeah, and then you could do Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. And I know they're making a sequel with the Owl Guy and Tigger, because Tigger's now public domain. But like, and now they're making him the main character. Didn't they like recast him to be like an Asian guy, which is like in the first one he's white, so like it's not like bad. Like if they had a race swap in the first one, it would have been like, okay, he's might be the best one for the role. But like, your one movie and your race swap in somebody, that's kind of weird. It's like in Batman. Batman was also kind of a sequel, whatever. But yeah, it's really like it's such like, why do we do this? Like, it's so boring. Like why are these girls the main character? Why can't it just be Christopher Robin and his friends? If his friends get killed off one by one and Christopher Robin survives. Oh my god, like, then there's like this whole like rape subplot. Like, I don't know these characters. They're not in the Winnie the Pooh lore. Just focus on Christopher Robin. Anyways, and then number one, so you know, number two, number one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mutant Mayhem. This movie infuriates me. First of all, the April Says is in this movie, unironically. Do I need to say more? Well, I will, but still, do I need to? No. No, she says sus actually, which is so much worse. Riz is like also bad. Doesn't Mikey say Riz or something? I don't know. First of all, Mikey's voice is so weird. He says blah, 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 blah. Oh my god. And then why do they have to race swap April and then also make her like fat and like double virtue signaling? Right? It's so bad. Like they and then so yeah, it's really bad. And then they reference like anime and stuff. Oh my god. Like, these are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're supposed to be like iconic characters. Like, I don't care. And this is coming from a kid who does hear sus and stuff and stupid stuff like that. I'm like, oh my god, why can't we just get past it? It's so stupid. Right now, people use sus in an ironic way, and they don't understand that. Oh my god. And then they also like sex swap Leatherface. Like, why? A first time seeing Leatherface, he sex swapped. And then same thing with Wingnut. And Wingnut is like a hero in the original source material, and now he's sex swapped and not a hero at all. And then like the battle toads or whatever, or frogs or whatever, they're all like the first time we see one of them, they like it's not at all the story. It's just one of them too. Like, what? How? Why? And then we then they like sex swap more characters, I think, but whatever. Like the first time we see Superfly on the screen, it's not even Baxter Stockman. Oh my god! Like, why are we doing this here? Right? And then we also don't even use Krang. Apparently, the new Krang is Cynthia Utron, played by Maya Rudolph. Oh my god, I hate Maya Rudolph. And she's not even Krang. That's just a Utron, which is his race of brain people. Like, why are we doing this? Why are we here? So, yeah, that's the worst movie of this year. Getting on to the good movies. Not 10 good movies of this year. The 10th place goes to Strays. This one is a really good movie. I actually watched it a couple I watched it like 2 days ago, I think. It has Jamie Foxx and Will Ferrell. It's actually like emotional, and like his whole plot is to bite his owner's dick off because he was being an asshole and stuff. It's actually a really good movie. I can't say much about it because I don't know how to like describe it and stuff. But yeah, it's a really good movie where a couple dogs go to do that, right? And sometimes it's emotional with Jamie Foxx's character and stuff. It's actually good. Next off is Tetris. Tetris was a really good movie because it's like kind of like goofy. It's like a biopic and like yeah, but like it's also like not fully like real at the same time, which is good. It doesn't really take itself too seriously because it's a weird story. It's not like the story of how they created Tetris. It's the story of like how they like brought like Tetris to like America, I think it was, and then like Russia got involved with it. They almost got killed by like Russia and stuff. It's a really good movie. But yeah, number 8 is John Wick Chapter 4, and the only reason this is in it is probably because the last hour of this film. So the movie, the first 2 hours, there's like two big action scenes, right? They go on for about like 30 minutes each. They're so boring. Like he takes on one guy, like oh that was cool, like and then he keeps on taking him out. It's so boring. Like the casino fight scene and the Japan whatever fight scene. It's just so boring. The action scenes are stupid boring, and like every scene, it's so boring bad. And like the Continental and stuff, like it's not good. It's just so bad. It's boring. It's getting super boring. The Continental blows up, whatever. It's getting so boring. And I love the John Wick movies, but like, why is it getting so boring? Out of nowhere, and then it's like, okay, so these are bad movies. Then he goes to France and it's gonna be a duel and he needs to get to the duel and there's one night where he has to do stuff. That was exciting, and then he had to go on this epic fight and it's like this epic fight scene, and that is an amazing fight scene, a fantastic, absolutely incredible fight scene, and then which is definitely the best part of the movie, and that was incredible. But so yeah, and that was so good. And then like even when spoilers, John Wick dies, like that was like so good. It's a good an ending, and I hear people saying John Wick 5 is coming. What? He's dead. Like no, he's not gonna come back. He was literally shot to death. And I know people say like, oh, how like he survived a lot, stuff like that. Yeah, well now he's weaker because yeah, he's taken 1,000 bullets. He's had a bunch of brain injuries, fallen off a bunch of cliffs, got hit by a bunch of cars, been stabbed a bunch of times, and all this stuff. So he's probably weaker, and he's just dead. Like, he's still human. Even people theorizing like MatPat that he's superhuman. He has like a healing factor. Anyway, so that's number 8. So yeah, that's the only reason is because the ending. And then the post-credit scene where Kane stuff, and yeah. So I think they will make spin-offs. Like didn't they make like a Continental show, which is pretty cool. But I think they will make spin-off, like maybe like a Kane one with Kane, and it's like Nice, right? Because he killed like the Scorpion guy, who was Scorpion in Mortal Kombat, and yeah. So yeah. Anyways, then the 7 is Gran Turismo. So first of all, I want to say I've never played Gran Turismo, because I don't have a PlayStation and I have an Xbox. So yeah, me and my brother have an Xbox, but I've never played Gran Turismo. But like, it's such an interesting story. It's like it's a really good story and stuff, and even the dark scenes. I guess spoilers, like when he kills the guy like by accident, like that was like a really like a sad scene and stuff. It's such a good movie and stuff with David Harbour and stuff, and yeah, it's a really good movie. I guess it could get cliche and stuff, but whatever. But number 6 is Shazam 2. Shazam Fury of the Gods, whatever. Also, I forgot to say, I never watched Aquaman 2 yet. I'm gonna watch it soon, I think, but yeah, I never got to watch Aquaman 2, so forgot to mention that. But yeah, so Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Anyways, I really like this movie because like people bash it and stuff, but I think that it's a personally really good movie because I think it's just as good, if not better, than the first one. Even though the suits are much worse. Because like, I mean, like spoilers, I guess, like when Billy Batson dies, it's such a sad moment, and like all this stuff. It's such a good movie and stuff. Like the heroes and like Billy's character arc and even the villains were good. And like all of this was like such a it was just a really good movie. I can't really like I don't know. You just can't talk about it that much. I don't know how. Next one on this list is yeah, I only reviewed like what I think like one of these movies on this list. So yeah. And anyways, the next movie on this list is FNAF. This is the one I reviewed, obviously, but this is a really good movie. I don't know why people hate it. Like even with the people who like, I'm also like a fan. I know the lore and stuff. I know a lot of the lore and stuff, so it's really good. Even like the Springlot scene, and like spoilers, I say whatever. The Springlot scene with Matthew Weller, and like even like when the kid, like even like the Vanessa reveal was like such an epic twist because like it makes you think that it's obviously that Mike's his son, like in the source material, but like in the game and stuff. But yeah, that was really good. So anyways, so yeah, those. Because like if you want to see more of my extensive thoughts, I have actually I posted a review on it, and that's a lot more of my extensive thoughts. So yeah, the map hacking and all that, I talked about it on that video if you want to see it. So yeah, number 4 is Scream 6. Now I never about to talk about this. This was my number one most anticipated, and it was kind of a disappointment. It was still a really good movie. It was a normal Scream movie. I would say it's better than Scream 4. So here's my ranking. Scream 2 is the worst. Scream 3 is the second worst. Then Scream 4. Scream 4 is a really good movie. That's like when it takes a humongous shift. Then it's Scream 6, and then Scream 5, and then obviously Scream 1 because come on. So yeah. But yeah, I really do like it. Like even the opening scene, I guess spoilers with like Flash from it. Named Jason and like Samara Weaving and stuff. I watched in the Babysitter movie. She's really good in the Babysitter movies. So yeah, but yeah, she like even her getting killed and stuff. So yeah, and then all these, and then like even though this movie made me despise Mindy. Mindy gets so much stuff wrong. Like she's so rude to everybody. She's rude to all these like supposedly her friends. Also, when she says you're number 1 on my suspect list to Ethan, I know he was a killer, but still, when she said that, it's so funny because he's the only one on your suspect list. You established that there's 3 people on your suspect list. The Mrs. Quinn and Annika, Quinn, and Tim. They both just died. Couldn't that you thought one died, so like he's the only one I said because you can't even count anybody, like any of you guys. So which is so unfair. Like, and like it's so like rude. She's just so rude to everybody. Like once, like when Buddy, what's it called? Like when even she gets stuff blatantly wrong. Like she says it's like it's a franchise. Anybody could die. Like that's so unspecific rules. You're horrible. You could say it's a sequel to a prequel. Like that would make more sense. Like, but then what you decide to do is then you decide to say never trust love first, which is an established rule in this franchise. You're not the main character. It would work if you were the main character, but you are not the main character. That means your love interest has nothing to do. It wasn't don't trust Stu, even though Stu was the killer, because Tatum wasn't the main character. It wasn't Don't Trust Tatum, because guess what? Because guess what? Stu wasn't the main character. It wasn't Don't Trust Sydney, because Billy wasn't the main character. That's why it's never trust the love interest, and never trust the love interest with the main character. That's why Richie was the killer in the last movie. And why does she say that? Because I don't know. It would be not to trust the pug from She-Hulk guy, whatever. Even like, so now Jenna Ortega's cut, Mrs. is cut. Nev Campbell doesn't look like she's coming back. Like, good characters are getting cut from the movie. Like Tara, Sam, Sydney, they don't look like they're coming back. Stu might come back, but still, you need more than just Stu, and a couple others, like Mark Kincaid might come back. Like, at Paramount, guys, just offer all of them just more money. Or, like, they should just sell the rights, because, like, you're not going to make any money from Scream 7. Like, even Christopher Landon left, the director. Because, like, Radio Silence originally left, and then it was Christopher Landon. And now they're left, and whatever. And it doesn't look like they're going to make the movie. But I think they're eventually going to make it, okay? I don't care what you say, they're eventually going to make another Scream movie. But not the same Scream movie that they originally set out to make. I think that's already impossible to do unless you get the cast back. Also, I don't want Sydney back as the main character. Like, Sydney, she had her time to time. She was the main character for the first, like, 4 Scream movies. You could say Joel was the main character for the first one, 4th one, but still. Like, Sydney was still overall the main character. And now, we have to move on. And, like, now we have to actually just move on from our old characters. Like, we could still have them in the movie, but they can't be the main characters. So, yeah. And now Paramount is ruining this movie. So, yeah, this movie seems, inevitable to fail, and I love Scream so much, so it sucks. But Scream 6, unless I never talked about Scream 6. But Scream 6 was really good, and, like, even the killer reveal I never found as bad as other people. So yeah, Scream 6 was really good. And then number 3 is the Super Mario Brothers movie. This was a really good movie. First of all, I thought this wasn't going to be great. This wasn't going to be very good because the trailers advertised Peach as being a girl boss, and stuff. That was really just to appease the fans. Like, Luigi got captured instead of Peach, or whatever. But, like, at the end, Peach does still get captured, which is great. Luigi should have been in it more, but whatever. It's still a really good movie. I think it's really solid. I think that critics bashing on it has no reason. It has so much love from the original ones. Like even like in the Donkey Kong place, there's so many Easter eggs of people actually just there, like, from the game. Like, that's so cool. And yeah, then now number 2 is Fast X. I love the Fast and Furious movie so much. So this lived up to my expectations because it was number 2 last year for my most anticipated. I think it was. No, it's actually number 2 on the best movies of this year. So yeah, I really love the Fast franchise. I even have the 2 Lego sets of Dom Toretto and Brian O'Connor. Their cars and Speed Champions. I don't buy many Speed Champions Lego sets, but I have those 2 because I love the movie so much. And I don't have the big Technic set, but still I have the other 2. But yeah. So and Fast X was really good with Jason Momoa's character. He, like, was so funny throughout the movie, like with the dead cops and stuff, and like even the other characters were funny and stuff. It was probably like my 3rd favorite Fast movie. First is Fast 7, then it's Fast 5. I don't know the name. I don't know any name, so yeah. Fast 5, and then 3rd is this movie, Fast X. So yeah, I don't know the rest, but still, I love the Fast and Furious movies, and this one just was one of the best. And even Hawk from Titans, was great in it and stuff. So yeah, and also spoilers, I guess. I'm so excited for The Rock to come back. That was like a really epic post-credit scene. So yeah, that was amazing. But number one is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So yeah, that's the best movie of this year. And I did say last year no Rock was gonna die and stuff. But I also said before that I really liked the first two movies, and especially the second one. Well, in lead up to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I watched the first one. It was tons better than I remember. I love that movie so much. It's one of my favorite MCU movies. It was so much better than I remember. So yeah, I love that movie. And this one was even better. This one's the best. It was so emotional. It was like the first time I actually tried watching a movie when it seemed like Rock was gonna die. It's like it's so emotional. I did say that I know Rock was gonna die. He didn't. I know. None of the Guardians did. I thought Drax was also gonna die, but still. So yeah, I love that movie so much. It's definitely the best movie of this year. There's not much I can say about it, but yeah, it's an amazing movie. It's one of my favorite MCU movies, like maybe top 5 or something. I don't know. It's incredible, but yeah. So anyways, that was my favorite and least favorite movies of this year, and so yeah, see you later, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.